In 2008, Elon Musk had 90 days before everything collapsed. 2 companies, 0 profit, and one final decision that could either destroy him or change the future. This was not the story of a billionaire at the peak of success. This was the story of a man on the edge of bankruptcy. SpaceX had already failed 3 rocket launches, 3 explosions, 3 public embarrassments, 3 chances gone. Each launch cost millions. Each failure damaged credibility. Investors were exhausted. Engineers were demoralized. The media had started calling SpaceX a fantasy. One more failure, and the company would shut down. At the same time, Tesla was burning cash at an alarming rate. Production delays, rising costs, a global financial crisis tightening capital everywhere. The Roadster existed, but scaling production was chaos. 2 companies, both bleeding money, both dependent on one man's remaining capital. Years earlier, Musk had made over $100 million from PayPal. By 2008, most of that money was gone. He had poured it into rockets and electric cars, industries known for destroying capital. Friends advised him to choose one company. Save SpaceX, let Tesla go. Or save Tesla, space is too risky. Conventional logic demanded focus, but Musk rejected conventional logic. He believed both missions mattered, and so he made a decision most investors would never make. He split his remaining cash between both companies. Not enough to feel secure, just enough to survive one more attempt. If either failed, he would lose almost everything. This was not reckless gambling. It was calculated concentration. SpaceX redesigned the rocket again, every bolt, every line of code, every stage separation. Failure analysis became obsession. The 4th launch of Falcon 1 was scheduled. If it failed, SpaceX would be finished. No more capital, no more investors, no more credibility. Meanwhile, Tesla was days away from insolvency. Payroll was uncertain. Suppliers demanded payment. The global financial system was collapsing. This was not a growth phase, it was survival. September 28, 2008, Falcon 1 stood on the launch pad. Silence, countdown, engines ignite, the rocket lifts, stage separation. For a few seconds, history balanced on combustion and precision. Previous launches had failed at this exact point, but this time, separation was clean. The second stage ignited. Falcon 1 reached orbit. SpaceX had become the first privately funded company to send a liquid-fueled rocket into orbit, against expectations, against financial gravity, against probability. Success alone was not enough. SpaceX still needed revenue. Then came the call. NASA awarded SpaceX a contract worth $1.6 billion. The company was saved. Almost simultaneously, Tesla secured emergency funding. The collapse was avoided, not by comfort, not by safety, but by total exposure to risk. Most founders diversify to reduce danger. Musk concentrated to maximize impact. He understood asymmetric outcomes. If he failed, he would lose his fortune. If he succeeded, he would create industries. Electric vehicles were not incremental improvement. Reusable rockets were not marginal upgrades. They were category shifts, and category shifts reward concentrated conviction. The lesson is uncomfortable. Security rarely builds empires. Pressure does. When resources are scarce, decisions sharpen. When survival is uncertain, focus intensifies. Risk is not inherently heroic, but unmanaged fear is fatal. In 2008, Musk did not have certainty. He He had belief in engineering, belief in iteration, belief that one more attempt was statistically possible, and that possibility was enough. 90 days from collapse, 2 companies on the brink, 1 decision to refuse retreat. History often looks inevitable in hindsight. It rarely feels inevitable in the moment. In the moment, it feels like standing alone with insufficient capital and excessive doubt. But sometimes survival is not about safety. It is about committing fully when retreat seems rational. Because if the 4th launch had failed, this story would not exist. But it did not fail, and the industries that followed, electric vehicles at scale, private spaceflight, reusable rockets, were born from that window of extreme risk. Empires are not built in comfort. They are built at the edge. But survival is only the beginning, because not every long-term strategy looks successful in the first decade. In the next episode, the 10-year gamble that turned losses into dominance.